Hi Soul Family, it's Gerry. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about the downloads that I've been getting recently. I know a lot of people in the spiritual community, they have been posting and sharing what they think is going on in the world, and every time you listen to somebody, every time that you're listening to some new information, before you get triggered or before you start believing everything that they're saying, you should always take things for a grain of salt until you can confirm it for yourself. Your intuition confirms it, and your gut feeling, your second brain confirms it as well. So today I'm just going to be talking about some things that I have been noticing. I'm not going to be talking about everything because there's so much stuff going on. As I'm sure you guys have been noticing, there is a big purge going on. There is a lot of purging. There's a lot of chaos going on in the world. And most likely, if you clicked on this video, you are not in a fear state. You are in a higher timeline than most people are right now. And you're continuing your healing journey. You're continuing your mastery path. And yeah, guys, we're just on an evolution. A human evolution that is going really fast, but we're returning to a point of equilibrium, and we're returning back to our God selves, our master selves, and it'll feel a lot more at home than what we've basically been experiencing or seeing on this earth so far. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and maybe some people have not been noticing, is the animals. And the animals themselves are presenting themselves in front of us. And there was a white fawn that was born at a North Carolina zoo, or was born outside of the zoo in the wildlife ranges of the zoo. And guys, every time we see a white wolf, a white deer, a white stag, every time we see that, that is just another prophecy being given to us. And I also heard that there was a black wolf that was wandering around Yellowstone, and this as well as a prophecy, that ancient prophecy that is telling us that there is a big reset. There is a new evolution coming for us as humans. And I also think I'm pretty sure you guys have already seen it as well, but the cats just migrating to Miami for some reason. All of the cats in Florida just starting to migrate from north to south. And yeah, guys, pay attention to nature. Whatever nature is telling you, if you have access to it and you start noticing that the animals are migrating, they're doing weird things, maybe you should be doing the same thing, or maybe you should be preparing. Whatever the animals are preparing, maybe that's a sign for you to prepare as well. And the big thing that I want to tell everybody about, and I'm almost for sure about this, and I know I'm not the only one, about 3-Eye Atlas. And 3-Eye Atlas basically is a spaceship, okay? Just in the name itself, it's a coded message, 3-Eye and Atlas, okay? When I think of 3-Eye, I think of third eye. When I hear the word Atlas, it makes me think about the god that was holding up the earth. And I talked about this in my podcast, but they are coming towards Earth at an extremely fast rate, okay? You're not going to find a comet in the history of time that's coming so fast. And there's already updates almost every day from scientists or so-called scientists that are saying, oh yeah, it has a plasma tail. Oh yeah, we also see that it has signs of metal or metallic material, whatever, it's glowing, whatever the new updates science is going to give us. It is pretty obvious that it is a fleet, and the fleet that I'm pretty sure that it is from Nibiru. And again, if you want a lot more information, you want to go like in depth about the history, you can watch the podcast. But what does that mean for us? What does that mean when they get here? What does that mean for us? Well, there's nothing that you can really do being a human on Earth. If they do show on the news some sort of spaceship, or they do basically try to hide it, they try to downplay it, whatever they try to do, you should just know there's nothing for you to do. It's just for you to observe, and that is being in your God power, just observing the events that are going on, not over consuming the news, not over consuming information to the point where you feel like you're going crazy, and not trying to interpret everything, or not trying to hear so many interpretations that you don't know what's going on. And hopefully what I'm saying right now is not just like making you feel confused or worried, because I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you're not one of those people that are going to feel worried about things that you can't control. But whenever something does enter the atmosphere, it does elevate the consciousness. It does change what's happening inside of you, because as above, so below. As above, so below. Okay. And the next thing that I wanted to mention, as it's raining right now, it's currently raining, but is my dream. And I know a lot of people have been sharing their dreams online, so I wanted to share my dream really quick. It's a really quick dream. And basically, we were all on an island. It kind of looked like an island in Hawaii, and the people around me were basically saying, oh, we need to go out at 12. We need to go out at 12 to see the things in the sky, or the shooting stars. We need to go check it out, or the shower that's coming in. And I was like, okay. And as soon as these so-called shooting stars were flying across the sky, it looked like a literal light show. Like, I know you guys have seen the drones up in the air. It looked like a bunch of lights up in the air, creating images, creating different shapes, creating different animals. The one animal that I strictly remember was the sea turtle. And everybody was like, wow, look at the comets up in the sky. I'm like, no guys, no, those are not comets, those are spaceships. And in my dream, I was trying to pull out my phone, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to record this. And yeah, guys, that was pretty much my dream. And I just realized that we are a lot smaller than we realize. We have been stuck in a time loop. We have been stuck in conceptions that are not our own. And we have not thoroughly expanded completely as humanity. And we're just getting back to where we once were, because we've already been through so many cycles where we were very advanced, and then we got technologically advanced with some help of some Anunnaki, and then we got technologically advanced just through our own means, and so forth. Okay, basically what I'm reading, what I'm channeling, what I'm downloading is in my dreams every single night, they're becoming more connected with my 3D self. So in the past, the 3D was collapsed into the 4D, which is why we need to sleep. And I'm starting to feel that very soon, or maybe in the near future, we will not need to sleep, because we're entering the 5th dimension. We're entering a 5th dimensional way of living, which is going to make us more into light beings. And if you've ever experienced being in a light body, leaving your body, then you know that this flesh suit is not completely material, because we live in a holographic universe, and what is more real, what is more dense, is when you actually get outside of the body. And when people are able to navigate their light body, when people are able to receive more light codes, they're able to receive more light and energy from source, that is when everybody in the world starts living in the 5th dimension, and it starts becoming magnified, because the person next to you is reflecting their light. You are reflecting your light to the world. You are a light beacon to everyone. And I feel like that is going to happen a lot faster than we realized. And again, I feel like the 3rd and 4th are becoming more separated, more dignified, I should say. And there's really no discrepancy from what I can tell between the 3rd and 4th. We're able to basically flow from the 3rd to the 4th to the 5th dimension very easily, and it's going to most likely make it to where we don't really need to sleep anymore. We don't really need to eat foods that are filled with chemicals and poison and human flesh and all of that other crazy stuff that's basically bringing you down to this material plane. And just to end it off, I wanted to talk about the total lunar eclipse and the blood moon that is happening or happened this month, and that is continuing. Every time there is an eclipse, every time we are entering the equinox season, autumnal equinox season, they always use this as a time for sacrifice, for blood rituals, to use the dark magic against us, to use the dark force against us, because people are not really paying attention. They can easily just post an ad online, go buy this, or they can easily start, directing the people to pay attention to war, to famine, children dying. And while you are paying attention to low frequency things, they're also continuing the low frequency activity. And the eclipse, whether it's manufactured, whether it's artificial or not, you can use whatever energy is out there for your own good. And the eclipse season, in my mind, is kind of like an acupuncture point, or it's kind of a point for you to go into the shadows, for you to be okay and comfortable in your own shadows, for you to say, okay, I see the darkness within me, I'm ready to purge it. I am not going to allow my attention and my focus to be upon violence, to be upon whatever they want to put on the screen. Whoever comes into my environment, I'm not going to allow it to bring me down, and I'm going to use the eclipse season not in fear. I'm not going to mindlessly do actions. I'm not going to mindlessly buy things or consume or whatever. And just be more vigilant during these last 3 months of this year, because a lot of things are going to happen. We have the predicted 3 days of darkness, whether it's 3 days or whether it's for 3 months. most likely, in order for a reset to happen, they're going to have to tear down everything. Everything has to be torn down. Everything has to go into darkness. And it is up to you whether you want to be in fear or whether you just want to use that time for your cultivation, for you to access your inner self, for you to realize, oh, my inner world is the only thing I have. This outer world is not me. It is not what I want to focus on right now. And just ending off with the last message. The last message is the biggest secret that they have kept from humanity is how powerful you are. The biggest secret is that you are a god, that you can talk to nature, you can see the signs, you can see in between the lines. You're not just going to read a news article, you're not going to read the news and you're not going to just take it point blank, you're not just going to read it as it is. You're going to demystify, you're going to see what is going on, and you're not going to react to these things anymore. You're not going to react to all the chaos, because there was a chess game, and the dark forces that were and the dark forces that are leaving are just going out. They're trying to go out with a bang. They're trying to go out with chaos. And it doesn't matter what you want to call them, reptilians, draconians, dark Anunnaki, Enlils, 13 family bloodline, whatever. It is all about you, and you should know that you are the biggest hidden secret. They are afraid of you. They are afraid of your magic. They're afraid of how great and your love and your light that you're. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, and yeah, guys, I'll see you guys soon.